Okay, we're live at Chino. This is the P-40 November Warhawk. The presentation is going to start in a couple of minutes, actually. Yeah. Huh? Oh, okay.
Is that an iPhone 6s?
Yes.
Oh my god, I had the same exact coverage.
Oh, really? Yeah, hi, this phone doesn't really work that great, but we'll see.
Do you have the same one?
I literally had the same exact coverage.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have the same one right now?
I'm so
No,
sweaty.
I got rid of it.
What is that?
It's like black.
I'm sweating
it's the
so
same
hard.
phone, right?
I'm hardcore sweating right now. It's so hot. I don't know why now. This phone might die in like a split second because I'm using the phone app. It's so dumb. I'm supposed to have a camera, but my camera died again. Y'all live on Instagram. Join their live stream, honestly. Dude.
Acá, saluden. Feli. Baby, ven para acá.
Okay, so
Vamos a ver.
see the prop on there, and the engine dot. Dude, I met the speaker. He's so nice. Ah. It's supposed to. 88? It's like 97. Doesn't feel like 88. Oh god, I can't stand. So I love coming down here. Only minor thing is the heat. 18.
So weird for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Sorry, I'm.
Sorry, you're good.
10%. My phone's gonna hit 10%. Oh my god. Oh god. I hate this song.
Ajá, qué bonito.
Oh, I think I hear the education director. Are they gonna?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. That guy's a nice guy. Alright, let's focus. Zoom in. Okay, it's the press.
Thank you.
What's up?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on Instagram, huh? Word.
Actually, this is going to be streaming live to the Plains of Fame's Facebook page.
Facebook page? Oh, okay. Alright, mic checks.
Corporate photos.
Wilbur Photos, yeah, he's an awesome guy. Yeah, I saw him in an airshow program.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Plains of Fame Air Museum out here at Chino Airport, California. We're going to be starting up with our presentation in just a second here.
The pilot is inside the plane, so that outside is something that the pilot
Curtis P-40 Warhawk.
very important that you know what that is.
Starting a little early.
I think, yeah, it's near the
What are you doing?
11:47.
Yeah, okay.
so it might have something to do with
Now what, actually, don't have to.
could be the opposite.
Alright, Mr. Brian Finnegan, take it away.
Starting up here again.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
That way they know if it gears down or up, for sure.
Where he's sitting, he can't see.
We'll hear a little bit about her in just a second here.
Presentation. Got it. Oh, and lost it. Got it.
Oh. That was a howitzer block.
And it does.
Well, at least we're cracked.
So keep an eye on our Facebook page. We'll be starting to post some more about the show.
Landed here, kind of again.
Thank you for all tuning in. We better do these live demos.
We don't say that word.
First Saturday of every month, featuring different aircraft.
Say bought the farm.
Can I,
Got it.
can I say something?
You bought the farm. Yeah.
I know.
Thanks,
I
Jennifer.
know. I know. Thank you. Just saying. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I guess.
Yeah.
This
I know.
P-40 here's back to Houston.
I know.
Good morning.
Morning.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll talk loud anyway. Well, welcome to the flying demo for the month of September 2021.
Woo!
And today we do the beautiful P-40, which we'll talk about in just a bit. I have a couple of, first of all, how many members? Well, thank you all very much. How many new members in that? Hey, that's great, that's great. How many first-time visitors? Well, thank you all for coming. So members, thank you for the continued support. And new people, we have a challenge. We want to convince you to love us enough to become members. So if we do well, become a member.
Yeah.
2 weeks from today, we're doing a new presentation. It's going to be called Hangar Talk, and it's going to be inside. And we're hoping you'll come out and see it. We've got a great first show planned, and it's going to be fun. We're putting together, think of it like a magazine that's live. You'll turn the page and there's a story, turn the page and there's a whole new story on a different topic. And we'll keep it going all on an aviation military history theme, and we think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to do some audience participation, which will make it even more special. Another thing about September is going to be an incredible month here in Chino. You know, we take it for granted. We're all kind of blessed to live here in Southern California with the weather and the fact that we have a number of outstanding museums in the area. Down in San Diego, there's the Aerospace Museum, there's the USS Midway, Orange County has the Lion Museum, Riverside has March, LA has the Iowa and the Victory Lane, as well as some great air museums in Torrance and in Compton and so on. Here at Chino, we have 2 air museums, and we don't talk about one of them very often, but I'm going to change that right now. The Yanks Air Museum, which is located off of Stearman, is a great museum. It offers a collection of aircraft that covers the golden age of aviation and does it in an outstanding way. It has a great collection of more contemporary military jet aircraft. And Yanks has arranged for something that I think is a special treat, which is why I want to talk about it right now. On Thursday, September 23rd, until Sunday, September 26th, they have invited Doc, the B-29 heavy bomber, super heavy bomber from World War II. So Doc will be here on Thursday and Friday through admission to Yanks. You'll be able to tour Doc, and then on Saturday and Sunday through the website with Doc, you'll be able to reserve a space on board if you want to go for a flight.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Now,
heck
if
yeah.
you know a little bit of the history between Yanks and Planes of Fame, and I won't go into the details, you know that the two can never be totally, we have to always one-up them, right? So on Tuesday, September 28th until Sunday, October 3rd, we are going to have the B-17 Sentimental Journey here.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, admission to Planes of Fame gets you a tour of Sentimental Journey. Sentimental Journey is a B-17G model, the same as our model, but she flies. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, through the Commemorative Air Force, who's bringing it here, through their website, you'll be able to reserve a flight on board. So if you
Oh,
wanna go
nice.
On a flight on a real B-17, you can go on board Sentimental Journey.
No.
And then beginning that, and then on October 2nd, since the B-17 is
Sorry,
here,
I was joking.
our flying demo for October 2nd is going to be a P-51D. Because if everyone who knows their European history, the P-51D was the escort fighter, along with the P-38 and the P-47 for the B-17. So we thought it appropriate to fly a P-51 when the B-17 was here. On that day, Saturday, she'll be taking flights, and then we're going to do a flying demo on that day as well. But then, as Al Jolson used to say, you ain't seen nothing yet, because then we get into October. In October, we have our flying demo, as I said, on October 2nd, and then on October 16th, another hangar talk, and then on October 30th and 31st,
Air show.
our annual air show.
I'm volunteering. Woo! Yeah, thank you.
Fingers crossed, because unfortunately COVID is still with us, and we don't want anything to happen You know, I know it's been politicized and there's people on both sides of the fence, but the one way we can prevent the air show from suffering any kind of strict rules and regulations is if we all go out and get vaccinated.
Yes.
That's as far as I'll take that. But I do encourage you to check out. We're going to start selling tickets to the air show in mid-September.
Yeah.
All right. I'm waiting for the
We're
schedule.
hopeful at least
on
all the
Sears
COVID
performing.
rules and regulations will be in place that we have to abide by.
F-35A.
The air show's going to be special this year. We have the
35A light.
F-35 making a heritage flight. We have the only flying mosquito in the world here. And we then, of course, have the museum's collection, as well as a large number of guest warbirds that will come in. You'll see between 40 and 50 World War II aircraft flying in close proximity, close enough, I guarantee your chest is going to rumble. And all of that combined with all the other events, the food, the activities that go on at the air show, it's a great way to spend the day. So I look forward to seeing you all at the air show, October 30th and October 31st. And you can probably wear a Halloween mask on the 31st. Let's talk about the aircraft behind me. This is a fighter aircraft from World War II. It was built by the Curtiss Aircraft Company. The design was developed from an earlier Curtiss aircraft, the P-36, and that was a radio-based aircraft. They took the radial engine out and put an inline, a liquid-cooled engine inside of it, streamlined it a little bit more, and made it a little faster, and they labeled it the P-40. The P-40s went into production in late 1938 and would continue in production all the way to 1944. Our aircraft here was built in 1943. This is what's called a P-40N. So you've got a number of variants, as many as 10 variants, from the very first A model all the way through to a Q model, I believe. And this is an N, which was one of the faster and the larger built. Almost 14,000 P-40s were built. So they were built in large numbers, just like the P-47 and the P-38. And they fought in every theater of World War II. From the Pacific theater to the European theater, the Mediterranean, the China, Burma, India, the Aleutians, and so on. They were flown by the United States Army. They were flown by the British Army, the Royal Australian Army, and the Royal Canadian Air Force, as well as the Royal New Zealand Air Force, and other countries as well. It's a sturdy, rugged little aircraft, 37-foot wingspan, 33-foot from tip to tail, but built to take punishment. It wasn't the fastest aircraft out there. It wasn't the highest performer. But in the right hands, with the right skill sets, it could outperform pretty much anything in the sky and wreak havoc. You've all heard of the American volunteer group, better known as the Flying Tigers. The Flying Tigers flew from December 20th, 1941 until July of 1942, and in that time amassed 300 victories flying the P-40. So the P-40 could take punishment, and it could deliver punishment. It has 6 50 caliber machine guns, and the capability of carrying up to 1,500 pounds of bombs. It was used in everything from air-to-air combat, air-to-ground support, as well as bombing missions. This particular aircraft has the distinction of being a combat veteran from World War II. It flew with the Royal Canadian Air Force, and it was stationed out of Vancouver Island on the Pacific coast.
Oh, that's cool.
And it had a mission to patrol the Pacific coast. And in March of 1945, it shot down an enemy aircraft.
Nice.
It was a Japanese balloon bomb. And if you want to find out more about the balloon bombs, we're actually doing that as part of the first hangar talk, so you can learn all about them. It's a fascinating story. But the balloon bombs were actually quite deadly, and it saw one, and at 13,000 feet, it attacked it and shot it down. And so it has that distinction of it as being a combat veteran for that particular purpose. In addition, since we acquired it, it has been a movie star. How many people saw the 2001 film Pearl Harbor? Do you remember the romantic scene
Some parts of it.
where Kate Beckinsale is given a romantic flight over Pearl Harbor by Josh Hartnett? Well, this is the aircraft. It was flown by John Maloney, one of our vice presidents during that, carrying a mannequin on his lap. It also appears in a scene in that film that many people thought was CGI, and that is where it is being pursued by a Japanese Zero. The Zero is portrayed none other than by our Japanese Zero, and that is not CGI. They're actually flying 6 feet off the deck, wingtip to wingtip.
Oh my gosh.
There's a scene in that film where you remember where Ben Affleck is flying one of these, and he radios down to a walkie-talkie, probably not technology that existed at that time, but who cares, it's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood, yeah.
And he radios down and he says, guys, get up in the top of that tower, and when I come by, shoot the 0 behind me. So these guys get up there with their rifles, and they climb to the top of the tower, and as the 2 aircraft fly by, somehow they miraculously don't hit the P-40, but they do shoot down to 0. Aviation in the movies, which is the theme of this year's air show, shows that the movies can sometimes bend the truth, where those of us in the museum business have to kind of keep to the truth. But the story is told that as they were shooting that, they had actually put the cinematography crew up in the top of the tower. And the director, Michael Bay, had told Steve Hinton, who was flying the P-40 at the time, and John Maloney, who was flying the 0, I need you guys to get as close to the tower as you possibly can so we get a great shot. Well, they did. The tails were about 10 foot from the tip of the tower, and the cinematic crew walked off the set.
That's scary.
I said, we are not going to risk our lives because of a couple crazy pilots. The lesson of that is be careful what you tell a pilot. Because these guys are so good, they wear these aircraft and they can do whatever you ask them to do. And when Michael Bay told Steve Hinton, get as close to the tower as you possibly can, Steve did. And so did Johnny. So that's another Pearl Harbor story. Now, anybody ever see the film Valkyrie?
Yep.
Tom Cruise?
Yep.
In the opening sequences, he's in North Africa, and we see Tom Cruise be attacked and strafed by 2 P-40s. This is the P-40 that will shoot Tom Cruise's eye and his hand out. Sometimes that gets applause. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is our pilot, we're going to push the aircraft into position, then our pilot, Matt Nightingale, is going to climb inside, do his last checks, and then fire up for us. So through the majesty of the Curtiss Aircraft Company and all of its men and women who built this aircraft, the technicians who've worked on it over the years, particularly those of us here at Planes of Fame, and the skill and expertise of Matt Nightingale, I present to you our flying demo for September 2021, the Curtiss P-40N.
Yeah. Good job, Brian.
One last little thing while they get ready. So many of the members, one of the benefits of membership is we do a raffle. And we're going to do a raffle today for a flight in one of our aircraft. You get the winner will get a flight in our SNJ-5, the World War II Advanced Trainer.
Yep.
We'll do the drawing when the aircraft comes back, so stick around for that. We're also going to raffle off a couple items from the gift shop.
Yeah, I'm so
So you want to
excited.
stick around for that. If you want to have questions, Matt's going to be available for that after the flight. And while he's taxiing out, if you have any questions for me, I'll try my best to answer.
Kick the tail wheel around. How did they say about the raffle? How do you get into that? Or
Membership.
You have to have a
oh,
member,
you have to
yeah.
have a membership. How much is the membership?
It's like 150 for
Family, yeah, families and individuals. But
Okay, yeah, it's not bad at all.
On the membership, they average higher gold, silver.
I don't know. I know I heard it was 150 for family.
yeah, thank you. You're. Yeah, take the key out of your pocket. Give us a sneak pass while you're at it. Give us a... Too far? Hey, too far.
Watch the birds.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Yep. How much do you think the battery's at? 30. I'm guessing. Yeah, 30.
Plenty of power.
It's gonna get the flight too. Ooh, we got a
Cover for the helmet.
helmet cover. I think the T6 was used as a 0 in the...
No, they used the old leather ones in the zeros.
Oh yeah, they made it look like Japanese aircraft for the movie mid.
For all the different movies.
Yeah, they used a T6, but a leather one. One of my favorites over there. Yeah.
Oh, belting up first before he puts the helmet on.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
It's great to meet you.
Oh, but it's not. Oh, really? Really? Oh. Of course. Right. Yeah, leather's not going to do much. It's more for like placebo.
Oh yeah, my thing in 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Ah, nice.
Oh god, I'm gonna wave my
Somewhat.
Oh, he's making sure he's
So,
clear of the
I'm patting.
sliding door.
Yes.
waving my hat so I can get in the air. I think that's the oil cranking. Oop, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's starting up.
Yep.